Do it.
All right.
I don't have lemon either. I can't find my.
You don't have lemon. Angela doesn't have lemon, everybody. I have lemon, so no worries.
All right, cool.
Look, everyone, I got lemon.
Can I have some?
I will pass you some through the matrix in a minute. So we are a few minutes early if you're watching live on Facebook. So this is a really good time for me to tell you some preliminary information. You didn't know you needed preliminary information to watch this, but you do. First of all, I'm Deanna Nichols, by the way. Hi there. This is my page, Oil Shares with Deanna Nichols. That's me. And this is Angela Tekell. I'm pointing over there. I don't actually know what it looks like on your end. I'm pointing over here at Angela. That's her. With the really cute haircut. Look at her. Isn't she adorable?
Awesome. I love this.
She's adorable. She's like, yes, I look awesome. And so we're going to be talking about all of the BOGO oils that we got last month. So if you have been living under a rock, last month, doTERRA, every Tuesday, they did a BOGO. And on some days, they even did double BOGOs. So we have like a crap ton of oils. And we're going to try to talk really, really fast, like those people at the end of the commercials. 5 of the oils are oils that we talk about almost every week. So we're probably just going to breeze right past like frankincense and digestin and breathe and tea tree and lemon really quick. But then we have some really super interesting oils that you might not know about. And we're going to talk about those. And you can win stuff. Yeah. So in order to win stuff, we can't read your mind. Okay. We're not Google. So basically, if you want us to know that you want to enter the drawing, you have to tell us things. Like you have to comment by typing in the comments on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, we love you, but we can't see any comments live. If you're watching the replay, if you're watching the replay, we pray on the replay. If you're watching the replay, we also love you and we will still answer your questions. But if you're watching live and you are not a doTERRA member of any shape or size, like you don't have a doTERRA membership, please tell us that you're a guest and who invited you, and that is your entry. If you are a doTERRA member, okay, and you got one of the BOGOs that we're talking about, while we're talking about it, give us some loving, give us some heart emojis, and tell us like why you're excited to use it, or maybe like what you already know because you used it before, whatever. Just give us lots and lots of comments. Right now, I am going to log into Facebook on my phone because I'm looking at you on Zoom and I'm actually not looking at you at all. I'm looking at myself, which is awesome, but I want to see your comments and I almost forgot to log into Facebook. Give me a second. Let me find us. Where are we, Angela? Are we there? Yes, we are.
I don't know. I don't have my computer on my.
Hold on a second. I'm going to mute myself for one quick second. Okay. There we go.
Uh-oh. I can't hear you. No sound.
There
we go. I can hear you.
It was me. I thought I hit the unmute button. Okay. So if you are watching, I don't care if you're a guest or if you got no BOGOs at all, we still want you to tell us that you're here and say, hi, Deanna. Hi, Angela. This is me from, Mississippi, and tell us where you're watching from. Okay. So let's get started because that was a lot of prefacing. I do too much prefacing. So Angela Tekell is my very, very dear friend. I love her so much. She's from the Jacksonville, Florida area. I'm coming to you from the Washington, D.C. area where we don't melt people. Okay. And Angela likes to melt people.
I do.
Yes.
It's been a melty day today for sure.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So we're going to jump in and start talking about the BOGOs. So Angela, you're running this shoot match. Why don't you tell us where you would like to get started?
How about Purify?
Ooh, I love Purify.
So yeah, this is a really good one. I'll let you be Vanna because I'm really little and I can see you. So how about that? Just let me know whatever oil you don't have and I'll hold that one up. Purify is a mix that doTERRA has put together. So it's like a doTERRA specific one. We have a lot of single oils, but then we have ones that they put different oils in together and then they patent those things. So it's just a specific oil you can get from doTERRA. You could get lemon from a lot of different places. It wouldn't be as good, but you could get it from different places.
And Angela doesn't have it either. So
I don't have any of that. I don't have any lemon whatsoever. But Purify you can't get everywhere. So that's really cool about the mixed oils because you can only get them from doTERRA. Purify is really good. I'm going to try to be quick and give like top 3 uses for different oils so we can get everything in.
She's trying to tell me to be quiet in a nice way. That's what she's really doing. Telling me not to go off on a tangent and try to be like, do a comedy hour. That's what she's trying to say right now, just so you know.
No, I made specific notes for myself. So you're on your own. So odors, if you have anything that is of an odoriferous type of thing that you don't want to smell, like I forgot to throw a watermelon away one time and we went to Disney and I came back and that was not the smell I wanted in my house. So I took Purify and I stuck a diffuser in my kitchen and I just had that running for a lot of the day and it took the smell away. It's also great in laundry because I have a 12-year-old and personal hygiene is not her favorite. So Purify goes in all of her laundry so that it smells fresh, even after she's sweated in it and all her hormones are in her clothes. And then the last thing that I really like is for like a bug bite, or if you get like a wound that might get red or swollen looking or something like that, putting Purify on it helps to pull stuff out of your skin. I actually had a bump that probably needed to be seen by a doctor, but I used that and a couple other oils and it's doing just fine. So I didn't have to go to the doctor. So that's kind of what I usually use Purify for top 3. There's other things you can use it for. The other thing I will say about Purify is if you have cats or dogs, please be careful because it does have tea tree and that's really bad for cats and dogs. So you're fine to use it topically on yourself or in the laundry. If it's going to be for a human, just don't diffuse it. If you have, like, when I did the watermelon thing, I didn't have a dog yet, so it was cool, but I wouldn't be able to do that in the kitchen now unless she was put up in the den.
Yeah.
All right.
So don't wash your cat's underwear in Purify.
Yeah, don't wash your cat's underwear.
That's what I learned.
Or shoes or like
I'm gonna throw out a couple Purify tips really quick. Number 1, if you're worried about your water not being super pure, like if you think it has stuff in it that's not excellent and you're gonna give your kid a bath or yourself a bath, instead of soaking in God knows what, you can add Purify to your Epsom salts. Secret tip for you is if you take regular Purify Epsom salt baths, that cottage cheesy look will go away or be greatly reduced in your thighs. I'm not exactly sure why. I'm not quite sure.
I need to write that down.
Seriously, because I took Purify baths for like 2 months straight every single day because I was exposed to mold and I was trying to help my body to get rid of toxins, which Purify is really, really good at. And I think because it has lemon and lime in it, and citrus oils are just really good topically. So for like cellulite, just be careful if you're going to like wear a bikini or a bathing suit and you're putting citrus oils on, don't go out in the sun where you have applied it. Okay. Anything with citrus in it, including Purify. Yeah, go for it. Next up.
Blue tansy.
Oh,
so
yeah.
This one is a good one. It smells a little bit like pasta or chicken broth.
Angela, wait a minute. I dare you to do a blue tansy mustache for the rest of the Zoom. Who wants to see? Show us some emojis. I want to see the laugh emoji if you guys think that Angela and I should both do blue tansy mustaches.
I gotta enlarge my screen so I can see myself to do it.
If we get the emojis, I'm so gonna do it. I swear.
Okay. Well, you let me know. I got my hair and I'll do it with you. While we're waiting on that.
Oh, here they come.
Okay, here we
go. All right. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to do more than that.
I think this will look really good with my haircut.
Yes. I'm gonna do like the handlebars and everything.
I'm just trying to draw a line.
Oh, that's
I wasn't really great at geometry.
That is fantastic.
Okay,
and this, there we go.
Sexy. Super sexy. Okay, so now they know we're totally insane. Blue tansy is blue.
Yes, we have established that.
It's really good for your skin. So not going to be a bad thing that we have the mustache going on, especially if you have like some, lines or something right there. It'll help. A lot of people will put it in their moisturizer, use it that way. It's really good for helping facilitate a wound healing type of thing. And it's my favorite, besides making a mustache with it, my favorite use for it is for discomfort. Like I get a lot of discomfort in my lower back, and sometimes it'll shoot down into my leg. And if all my other combos don't work, Blue Tansy always works for me. It's really good in combo with Deep Blue Rub, Aroma Touch, Wintergreen, or Copaiba.
Oh my gosh. It's getting worse. It's spreading.
You said you wanted a handlebar mustache. So.
Yes. Well, I'm putting, if anybody wants to know what I'm doing, I'm putting fractionated coconut oil over top of the areas, and you can see how it's like going away. Yeah. So that's why normally when you put Blue Tansy on topically, you don't just put it on straight. You mix it with.
You have the goatee going on. That's
yes. Right. You mix it normally with fractionated coconut oil, or I add it to the Barrage moisturizer. If you don't, you'll have a temporary blue tint to your skin. So
yes, my daughter, we went to the beach, and the sunscreen didn't work out as well as we had hoped. So I did lavender Blue Tansy with some of the doTERRA lotion that you can mix all your oils in with. And she was like, "Is that gonna leave my skin blue forever?"
Yes,
like,
yes, it is.
Yeah, you're gonna blue back forever. It's gonna be it's gonna be smirky. So. But I really like that one a lot. It helps my husband too when he gets back discomfort. I don't even know what he did. He did some yard work or something, and nothing was helping. And I rubbed that on there. He's like, "What was that stuff? I need some more of that." So if a man tells you that it's good, you know it's good.
Yes, so, I'm going to agree with that.
Yes, they do not lie when it comes to oils.
Yeah, but if you seriously, like if you have anything going on with your skin, if it's too dry, it's too oily, it's too wrinkly, it's too whatever, Blue Tansy is known for helping your skin return to its normal healthy state. So if it's like sunburnt, I had a cast on my foot for a really long time. And when I took it off, there was like all this gross, thick, dead skin. And I peeled all that off, and then it looked like my foot was like raw. And so I stuck 3 drops of Blue Tansy in some of the doTERRA lotion, rubbed it on my foot. And when I woke up in the morning, it looked like the foot fairy brought me a new foot. I'm not even kidding. Like I had like a completely different foot. And ever since that day, I've been putting it on my face once a day, and I'm actually 75 years old. And so like you can see how much it's helping.
It's grown a little facial hair, but you look amazing.
But seriously, like I've gotten so many compliments on my skin since I started doing that. And so I would really encourage you to do a drop a day of Blue Tansy. It's like amazing. And it gets your butt in gear. Like it gets you to stop procrastinating and stop overthinking and start taking action. And that's one of my favorite reasons to use it.
There was the challenge, the blue toe challenge too.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do it every 30 days. And I was in the middle of all of my drama, and I can't remember, like something amazing was going to happen, like you were going to fly or something. I don't know.
Yes.
You're supposed to do it for 30 days.
You were going to crap out gold or something. Yeah, I know.
So that's a good one. All right, Roman chamomile.
Yes.
It smells good. It's good for relaxation. It helps with sleep. It also can help with your skin. And it can help fight against seasonal irritations. So if you don't know what that is, it's when all the stuff starts blooming and things are in the air, and then you start sneezing and have watery eyes and itchy throat and all the things that can come with that. Roman chamomile can be one of the things that can help support your body with trying to get back to normal. So I know seasonal irritants sound weird, but I'm trying to stay in the lines. It can also help decrease issues with monthly imbalances. And that smells really good when you combine it with lavender, ylang ylang. I would say one, you could probably do all these oils, but you might want to try like one with the chamomile and see how you like it first. Bergamot, lemon, clary sage, or patchouli if you wanted to combine any of those in a diffuser or wear them as a cologne. Because that's what I do with oils. instead of using perfume. I just
Yes.
rub them all over myself, and then everybody's like, oh my gosh, you smell so good. I was at PetSmart and this girl was helping me. She's like, what do you have on? And I think I had patchouli and tangerine on that day.
Oh,
She's like, you
wow.
smell yummy.
Yeah, that's a good combo. Roman chamomile is really good for nerve pain. So if you had like your sciatic nerves kicking in, or you just have like a pinched nerve or something, or if you just like have tweaked your back or something, go ahead and add some Roman chamomile to Epsom salts and do a nice hot soak in the tub, and it like is amazing.
I've never tried that. I'll have to try that.
Yeah, I did that way before essential oils. I used to use tea bags to do it. And it really helped because I used to get spasms in my back and neck a lot. So yeah, it's fantastic. And it's a good oil for helping you to realize your purpose, like what you're supposed to be doing, what your life's mission is. And so I really like that about that oil too.
That's awesome. All right, so Melaleuca, we're going to talk really quickly about that. Tea tree oil, we talk about it a lot with magic beans because it's in a lot of different kits. I think my favorite fact about Melaleuca was, I think I read it online when I was researching for a class one time, that the Aborigines, not the Aborigines, the Indian people in Australia, are they Aborigines?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Okay. Well, it does not sound right to me at first. They bathe in lakes that have Melaleuca plants around them, and the leaves will fall into the lake, so that pretty much saturates it with the oil, and they call them healing lakes, and they will just go in those lakes and soak in it for all the healing properties of the Melaleuca plant. So I was like, that's really cool. So that's your fun fact for the day.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot with Epsom salt in the bath, especially if like we're coming down with a cold or whatever, just feeling gross. Epsom salt, Melaleuca, and lemon in the bathtub is really great for just pulling out whatever is not making you feel well. It's really good for bug bites. I like to combine that with lavender for bug bites. If I have a sore throat or my ear, I went in the ocean and I forgot to do my little ear drops that I usually do. And then the next day I woke up and my ear was throbbing. So I did lavender Melaleuca behind my ear on the ear bone. Never stick oils in your ear, but you could put them on the bone behind your ear, or you could put them on a cotton ball and then put the cotton ball in your ear, but never inside your ear directly. And within, I'd say the day, I started to get a lot of relief. And I did it a couple times that day. And I've had that happen to me more than once. I don't know, the ocean and my ears are not friends for some reason. But the lavender and Melaleuca always works. And it works if you put it on the front of your throat, whenever you have a sore throat, that helps for that to go away. Any kind of like mosquito bites or whatever kind of bites, it usually helps it to stop stinging and itching, and it brings that venom out. And it could be like an ant bite, any kind of bite. Let's see, what else? Oh, it's really good if you combine it with oregano and take it internally. If you want to increase your defenses for your body, if you know your body's trying to fight something off and you need some extra support, when you combine oregano and Melaleuca and take it internally, it really helps support your body to fight against different things.
And you can do the same thing with Melaleuca and cilantro. Cilantro is an extremely big cootie fighter, especially when you've tried other things that haven't worked, and your body's like the cooties are resisting. Yes. And you definitely want to throw some cilantro with your.
I put that on that bump I was saying was looking kind of sketch. Cilantro, Purify, and frankincense, and within a day, and I'd soaked in, I think, frank and myrrh with some Epsom salt, and within a day it looked 1,000 times better.
Yeah, that's great.
When I started out. So the next one I have is frankincense. So that's another one that we talk about a lot, but it's amazing. Like pretty much if you have issues, just put some frankincense on it and it could probably solve it for you.
Will that solve my blue mustache, do you think?
Maybe it might like smear it out a little bit, but I don't know. Does it smell good? Is that a good combo,
frankincense is so good for your skin, and the frankincense touch is the one that we got, and so it already has coconut oil, so it's probably gonna. Now I look like I'm an avatar. Now I have like blue tint to my skin.
That's nice. It's Murphy.
Yeah.
So it's good for your cellular health if you're needing some support with making sure all your cells are healthy or repairing cells. It's a really good one. It's good for your heart health. It's great for your brain health. I use this one on my son, who has been really working on some behavioral issues, and we're doing some stuff to help develop part of his brain. So he gets frankincense every day on the back of his neck to help support his brain and the growth it needs. It's also really good with helping boost your immunity. I like to put it in my cootie blend. A lot of people do just On Guard, lemon, Melaleuca, and oregano in their cootie blend, but I always throw some Frank in mine because I don't play around whenever I don't feel good. So I throw some Frank in there to help with my immunity. It helps with healing the body in any way. That's why when I had that bump, I was applying the frankincense. It is also really good for emotional stability. I like to combine frankincense and copaiba together, and I take it every day to help with emotional stability. And it also has helped me with sleep. I was having a lot of problems with going to sleep, and I started combining the Frank and copaiba, and I've been able to kind of naturally fall asleep on my own since I've been doing that.
Yeah.
And the oil of security. So my son, he was afraid of monsters for a while, and we started diffusing the frankincense in his room, and it made it to where he fell asleep faster, and he didn't have as many issues waking up. And now he asks for frankincense all the time. That's kind of like just, he associates that with security, and it's just like a good feely oil for him. So he loves frankincense. All right. Do you have anything else to add to Frank?
No, I think you pretty much covered it. Basically, if you don't know what is wrong and you're not sure what oil to use, throw some frankincense on it. You cannot hurt. Frankincense is full of tons of information that your cells can use to help your body find a path to healing. No matter how bad it is, throw some frankincense in there, and you will, if there is any chance of getting better, frankincense is going to help your body find that path. So never go anywhere without it.
It's good stuff. Breathe is next. I don't have Breathe. I can't. My daughter has misplaced my Breathe. It's somewhere in her room. She uses Breathe and Serenity at night as her sleepy oils, and I don't know what she did with Breathe. So Breathe is really good for respiratory support, obviously, and then it also can help decrease anxious feelings if you're having them. A lot of people say if they put it on their chest, if they're having really a lot of anxious feelings, it can help calm them down. And then at bedtime, it's really great to diffuse with lavender, or my daughter likes Serenity. And then if you have someone that's a noisy sleeper, that's a really nice one to diffuse at night, and it helps open up those airways and makes them a little less noisy. Yes. I think that's all I have to say about that.
I just want to say, I want to mention this because there's people out there like me. Okay, I know there are. And we got the Breathe Touch, which is diluted. So I have trouble with any blends that have peppermint in them because I'm really sensitive to peppermint. But everyone always tells you peppermint's the cooling oil, peppermint's the cooling oil. Well, like the worst thing you can do if your skin,
intense, so.
It's intense. If your skin is really sensitive like mine, the worst thing you can do is put an oil on when you're already hot, because it's going to like intensify it. So if I'm like sweating and thinking, I get really angry when I'm hot. Like Angela knows this about me. I hate to be hot. And so if I'm starting to get overheated, I mean, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I like often, if I'm going to go somewhere and be outside, I keep the Breathe Touch right here. I just tuck it in my shirt so I can pull it out. And then I go and I rub it. Like, I can't even open it. I have too much fractionated coconut oil on my fingers. I rub it on the back of my neck, the backs of my knees. I reach under my shirt and get it as far up my back as possible. And I put it on the bottoms of my feet. And like in 2 minutes, it takes my body temperature down a couple degrees. So if you think about that and you have a child who's like not feeling well and their temperature's up, kind of high, and they possibly have like a breathing thing going on, it's such a great oil to open their airways and help their body cool down just a little bit so they're more comfortable.
Yes. Breathe is an awesome oil to have.
Oh,
all right.
Yes.
Digestion.
Wait a minute, I got a PS. There's an oil that's free if you're a member, and you order 125 points by the 15th of the month. doTERRA is giving us an oil for free this month that we can't buy. It's called Laurel Leaf, and it is in Breathe. So it's one of the oils in there that causes the tingly feelings. It's very cool that you get a chance to get this just for placing your order by the 15th on Loyalty Rewards. Did you say you already got yours, Angela?
No, I ordered it. I think I worded that poorly. I ordered it. It's coming Tuesday.
Oh, okay. I thought she already got hers like magically, like on the 2nd of Octavist.
Pegasus delivered my
yes.
my oils to me.
But anyway, we can't show it to you because we don't own it. And like none of us has it. And when
We're
it gets
excited.
here, yeah, we're very excited. It's good for like sore muscles. It's good for obviously good for breathing. It's good for helping you feel more confident. So we're excited to bring that to you. As soon as we get our little hands on it, we're going to show you, but get yours because you can't get it any other time.
Yes, indeed. I'm always excited about like oils that we can't get normally.
Yeah. Well, why don't we talk about 2 of those really quick? Let's pivot over to, if we can, to red mandarin and kumquat.
Yes.
Mainly because I want to say kumquat a bunch of times.
Kumquat is a nice word. Kind of like Tahoe. It's just weird sounding, but it's fun to say.
Kumquat. And I don't know if you can see that. Kumquat and red mandarin. You can't buy those oils either. And if we bought a petal diffuser, which by the way, we have upgraded the petal diffuser to where it looks way more pretty now. And it runs for what, up to 12 hours?
10 or 12. This was the old one. I don't have one of the new ones yet.
I have one, but
like
it's
this,
not old. Yeah, it's like wood grain on the bottom.
Yeah.
And it runs for a lot longer. So you can like set it and like let it run all night. So if you bought a petal diffuser, you got 2 oils that they also don't sell, which is red mandarin and kumquat. What do you want to, is there anything you want to share about red mandarin and kumquat?
I don't know anything about kumquat because I was scared to open that one. I know you're not supposed to have any allergies to oils, but my mom told me when I was like 4, I ate a bunch of kumquats and my lips swelled up like 10 times the size. So I just I traded you the holiday piece for the kumquat.
I remember that because I adore this oil so much.
I was like, I'm really curious, but like I don't want to go to the hospital.
Well, if you want to trade again, I will totally trade you for kumquat.
Okay.
Kumquat.
I don't know anything about kumquat, but the red mandarin, I did that diffuser blend that you put up there. It was the red mandarin, the green mandarin, frank, and eucalyptus, and it's really good.
Yeah.
Very calming, and it opens your airways up, and it just smells really fresh and awesome.
Yes.
So I don't know a whole lot about red mandarin except that it's a citrus oil, and so it's good for whatever citrus oils are good for.
Yeah, citrus oils are always good for you and good to drink in your water. But this oil, I refer to red mandarin as the overwhelmed parent oil. So like when your kid, don't look at me either like it doesn't happen to you.
I'm gonna need to get like a big stock of that.
Yeah. So here's what I do. When I diffuse this oil, when I find myself communicating that I'm annoyed with my son. I don't want him to ever like grow up thinking like I'm annoying because my mom's like, oh my God, stop it and knock it off and quit that every 4 seconds. So when I see myself doing that, I grab the red mandarin and I put it in the diffuser with something because it just immediately helps to connect you with like the joy of being a parent instead of focusing on like the overwhelm side. So you can stop most of the time it helps me realize like whatever it is that I'm so freaked out about that's making me annoyed isn't as important as my son anyway. And so it causes me to just like shift my thinking. And then kumquat is the passive aggressive oil. That's why
I'm going to start christening people on that.
Seriously.
Throwing it out.
But both of these are delicious, like just in smoothies and in water and whatever. But kumquat is just, I call it the passive aggressive oil. It's when you like, don't tell people how you feel, but instead you just get them. You get them later and you get them like in a roundabout way. And you could have just said, could you please help me with this? Instead of saying like, here I am over here doing this by myself, all by myself. Like instead of doing that.
Don't need any help from anyone.
Everyone just continue watching TV and I'll be fine in here. Like instead of
the socks flying at your head.
So instead of being PA, you can just use some kumquat and it will help you to like actually ask for what you need and tell somebody like, I don't like that. So can you not do that? Can you not say that to me? I don't like that. And it just helps you to be more clear about your feelings. So hope that helps you.
That's awesome. It does. Very cool. Okay. Where were Spearmint? Yes.
I don't have that one.
Awesome. You don't? Okay. I do. How about,
I have it. I just don't have it right here. Believe me, I have it. I love that oil.
At least you know you have it. Like lemon, yes. I know I have it, but where it went, I don't know. But here is Spearmint. And it smells, I just like the smell of spearmint.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in the mood for mint, but I want it to the next level, I grab spearmint. Because it's just like, I don't know, mint with, it's the extra of mints. Okay, so it combines well with any citrus oil, in my opinion, in the diffuser. I like mint and citrus together. That just, it really helps me to kind of come to that balance, especially if I'm really distracted or really emotional, or I don't know, it just makes me feel a lot more balanced when I diffuse mint and citrus oils together. So it's really good for that.
You can also add Douglas fir to it, Angela.
Yes.
Douglas fir, citrus, and spearmint together is like you're in the forest. And it's just like, I don't know, maybe I'm the only freak that is like this, but when I'm in the forest, I feel just kind of like I want to move into the forest and never leave. I am one with the forest. So if you want that feeling without getting ticks and whatever, and getting nature on you, then then you can diffuse those three together because it's just beautiful.
That's awesome. Yeah, any kind of fir tree too. I'm all about that. It's really good for digestive support. Mint is known, any kind of mint's known to be really good for digestive support. It also can decrease head tension. It supports your respiratory system, and it can help with relaxation. Like we just said with the citrus and the Douglas. I've never tried that combo, so I'm gonna try that tonight.
You have to, especially at bedtime.
Yeah,
it's so relaxing.
After the kids go to bed, that's kind of my time to just decompress and let kind of the day go. So that's going in my diffuser.
Yeah.
After they go to bed,
can I geek out on spearmint for a second? Because I love it so much. If you have something going on with your urinary tract, you need spearmint. You need to rub it over your lower abdomen. Don't get it too low because that's not cool. But like, it's an antispasmodic, so it's good for like if your muscles are tense. It's also good for any kind of motion sickness, cars, airplanes, planes, trains, automobiles, any of that. I love it. I keep it in my car and my pocket when I'm traveling because I tend to get car sick and so does my son. So we diffuse it, we inhale it, we put it on our belly. If you have stomach cramps of any kind for any reason, it will like relax them magically. You've had bad stomach cramps before where you thought you were like, if you've ever read the reviews for the Haribo gummy bears, the sugar-free ones on Amazon, if you've ever, all those people that ate those, they needed spearmint like immediately to like keep them.
I know the sugar-free stuff, like if you eat a little bit too much of it, it's bad. I've not done it. I try to stay away from that. But exactly. I've heard bad news.
So if you try to eat like maltitol or something sweet to avoid sugar, like you're going to need some spearmint in your life for sure. Okay, it's going to calm that down. And it also helps you to speak more confidently. So you can rub it over your throat if you're getting ready to have a tough conversation or you're getting ready to speak publicly. I love this oil so much. And I honestly do carry it with me like just about all the time.
That's cool. Does it help you not sound like Ben Stein when you're doing public speaking? Because I have that problem. I'm okay on like this kind of form, but if it's,
I was gonna say, I think you're doing fantastic now.
No, this is fine because I can't see people, so I'm cool with that. But if I get in front of an actual live crowd and it's more than about, I'd say 10 to 15 people, my nerves kick in and I just go monotone and I have to concentrate more on varying my voice than what I'm saying because it's just like
clear eye. So we have the 2 kids oils, but I'm going to skip them tonight because of time and because next week, I think it's next week or really soon, Mary Toma is going to go over the whole kids kit. But I really want to talk about turmeric. And I think that's the one that you said, like, I don't know crap about turmeric.
Yeah, I'm like, I have it, but I don't know what to do with it.
Okay. I have to tell you, is it okay if we talk about turmeric for a second?
Yeah.
Because turmeric is super important and I wish that everyone would use it every day the way that I encourage you to use frankincense and copaiba every day. I really think that it is an important part of your daily wellness routine because of all of the magical things it does. Don't get confused because it's completely different than taking the herb turmeric. The herb turmeric only has curcumin in it, which people use for like pain relief and inflammatory issues. Okay. And that's good, but your body has a really hard time absorbing the What is my problem? The herb, okay, it has a hard time utilizing it. So you have to take a ton of it to even get like trace amounts. doTERRA sells the herb in our deep blue polyphenols and our lifelong vitality pack in the alpha CRS. And it's in there because it is so good for discomfort, healthy inflammatory response. And ours is 7 times stronger than what you're going to find anywhere on the market. So you're going to get a lot more of it. But the oil has something in it that's completely different from the curcuminoids. I can't think what it's called off the top of my head. I'll try to look it up really quick for you because I'm having a brain fart. So obviously I need more turmeric because turmeric's really good for the brain.
I'm gonna need someone to pronounce that word.
Turmeric. But it's actually really good for helping your brain to like make sure it's connecting, the messages are getting through to the brain. So if you're somebody who struggles in that area, or you know somebody who's having trouble as they are aging, that's going on, or that they're having issues with their nervous system. Sometimes you can see that when you look at the person that they shake a lot. And if you know anybody like that, or it's somebody that is forgetful and doesn't remember things like who people are, they need turmeric in their life. If you have somebody who struggles with sensory issues, who has anything going on with their neurological system, they need turmeric every single day of their life. If you have somebody who's having issues with discomfort, they should have turmeric, copaiba, and frankincense every single day. If they can take it under the tongue, do it. Turmeric's a little when you take it right under your tongue. However, I have found an amazing way to take turmeric where it actually tastes good, and that is add it to your coffee. I believe in coffee as long as you're drinking organic, what's the word I'm looking for, Deanna? Fair trade coffee. Okay. We can talk about that some other time, but I think that it should be fair trade, just like chocolate should be, and it should be organic. If it is, and you add like 3 drops of turmeric to your grounds when you're brewing your coffee, you're going to get this like amazing flavor in your coffee, and you get the benefits of the turmeric. Or you can put it
not directly in the liquid, because I'm thinking you're just dumping it in the liquid. I'm like, that
no, I mean,
does not sound like a good time.
I have done it. I have done that before, and then I've like mixed it with a frother, and that's okay. But honestly, I like the flavor better when I put it in the grounds. The other way you could do it is you can mix it in anything chocolate, like mix it into the chocolate. It is really good with chocolate and coffee. It balances the flavor, so it's not really, it's very smoky. So if you take it under your tongue, you're going to feel kind of like, for a few minutes. I will tell you, for those of you that are big fat wusses, that my 5-year-old totally takes it under his tongue though. Yeah, he totally does. And he has sensory processing disorder, and he's on the spectrum, and it's very important for him to have all 3 of those oils every single day. So we put them together in a dropper. He likes to take it right in his mouth, and that's what he asked for. And then I do it too. And then I'm like, seriously, man? Because I can taste the turmeric. Copaiba don't bother me. Frankincense don't bother me. Turmeric is pretty intense.
I've seen this lady take a lot of oils by mouth, and not much bothers her. So
no, I take things that I probably shouldn't even take by mouth, because I just like to try it and see what happens. Like, oh, I didn't die, so you guys can totally do this.
Now, I remember we were sitting there, and you just threw some digestin in your mouth, and I'm like, okay.
Right. I've been doing this for a minute, so I'm like used to it now. But the last thing I want you to know about turmeric is that, how do I say this? If you are worried that unhealthy cells are clustering together and growing things in your body that shouldn't be there, you have got to take turmeric. Whether you think that you have a history of that in your family, or you already know, there should be turmeric in your life. Do you see why I want you to take it every day? We all have brains, we all have nervous system, we all need a normal inflammatory response. We all need to have healthy cellular production. Like, we want our healthy cells to reproduce, not messed up ones, okay? So include it somehow in your daily wellness regimen. Was there anything else you wanted to add before we close out? We've gone a little over.
No, I'm good. We did we already talked a little bit about citrus oils, so we should be.
Yeah, tangerine. Yeah, we didn't mention tangerine, but that is another amazing citrus oil that I think it gets like forgotten sometimes behind wild orange.
So good.
But it's fantastic.
With patchouli, and it's so good for calming and stability for me. I've been just using it in the diffuser and as a cologne, and it's helped a lot in the last couple months with everything I've been dealing with. So
yes,
it's good stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, there's not a starter kit that has the BOGO oils in it. You should have BOGO'd if you wanted to get the best deal on those. However, you can always add these and start, you know what, the best way to get oils like turmeric and tangerine and Roman chamomile that don't really come in most of the starter kits is to enroll as a wholesale member with the top 10 basic oils, the oils that we normally cover on these Magic Beans videos. Then get on the freaking loyalty rewards program. I'm always blown away by people who don't understand, because you're going to get free shipping rewards, you're going to get below wholesale pricing on stuff, and you're going to get money back every time you order. Plus, if you order by the 15th, you magically get a free oil. This month, it's one week that you can't even buy. And so that's the perfect way to save up your points and buy stuff like Blue Tansy. That's like, what, $85? I mean, if I was to go out and just spend $85 on an oil, I would have to like get a divorce, because my husband's like, what the heck, Deanna, are you doing? Like, you're going to put that on your face for $85. Like, I like your face.
Look how cute it looks.
But so how you keep your husband from getting pissed off at you for spending $85 on Blue Tansy is you just get it for free. Okay, because you can cash in your points for free. So that is the smart way to buy doTERRA, is to become a member, get on loyalty rewards, and start racking up those points so you can get the stuff that you want that didn't come in your starter kit. Am I right?
Yeah, and you can add it onto your regular order. There's some companies where you have to do like a separate order and pay extra shipping, and with us you don't have to do that. You can just pay one shipping and add it to your regular monthly order.
It's easy peasy. In fact, if you're a new member, like, and you've joined in the past 60 to 90 days and you're not real sure about LRP, loyalty reward program, we have a special video training tomorrow over in our Facebook group for members, Oil Shares VIPs. And we're going to walk you through as if we know you're smart, but we're going to walk you through it like you're 8 years old and show you click here, do this, don't do this. So you know how to take advantage of all the stuff, because you're entitled to that as a member. You might as well get it. We're going to walk you through it. My friend Robin Addix is going to be teaching that tomorrow. So as at 9 o'clock, hop on over. It's just going to broadcast live in our members only group, and you can learn all about that program and how you can get the laurel leaf for free this month, which nobody has that. So you'll be like one of the very few people who own that oil. That's pretty cool. Angela, thank you for being here. If you don't know, Angela has just gone through a really tough time, having recently lost her mom. And I just appreciate her even being here and taking the time to help other people when she's going through stuff on her own. And so she told me specifically the oils have been a huge blessing as she's been going through this with her mom. And I know that she wants to like tell people about oils because she understands how helpful they were to her mom, to her whole family, to herself during that time, and they continue to be helpful for her. I know. So thank you so much for taking the time to be here. We love you and appreciate you, and our hearts and prayers go out to you and your whole family during this time. And you all, thank you so much for watching. If you don't have a membership, please reach out to me through a private message or talk to the person that invited you to watch this video. They know what to do to help you get started, or they'll put you in touch with someone who does. We'll be back here next Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Essential oils are not magic beans, but you can BOGO. All right. We'll see you back here next week. Have a great night, everybody.